Hi friends, welcome back to my series of time hack step number 3 today. I hope you have enjoyed step number 1 and step number 2, and this is going to be my step number 3 for time hacking. But before I go into it further, if we have never met before, my name is Kalpana. I'm an entrepreneur. I have multiple business interests, but these days I focus on you so that you can maximize your potential to build your business with class and confidence. And like I shared in my other videos, what tips I shared through my post or through my videos are basically success principles or mindset related things which can be used in any area of your life to help you maximize your potential in your life as well. So for step number 3, time hacking, let me share, go ahead and share my screen with you, and I'll be right back. All right, we are here. So we talked about in my step number 1 and step number 2 how we can first focus. In step number 1, we talked about how we can focus on one quadrant of our life to have maximum results, and then we take that one quadrant and convert into a daily schedule and see what type of task we are doing for that particular activity in a day. And we talked about 3 different types of tasks. One is result driven task, one is preparation task, and one is distraction task. And we talked about how we need to see that we focus maximum on a result driven task and a little bit on the preparation task, and we try to be aware that distractions are going to be happening, but we need to minimize those distractions. But in this video, we're going to talk about my step 3 for time hacking, and I call it as a result producing schedule. So this is actually related to your calendar, so you can basically focus on those activities which are going to produce results and help you feel not too much stressed out and not feeling guilty, so you can enjoy your life as well as achieve maximum productivity. Okay, so what I would like you to do is take out a calendar and see what you have right now in it, and time block your calendar. And your first time block, I want it to be vacations. I know you're thinking that we are talking about productivity. How is that vacation coming into picture? I want you to know that a lot of times what happens is that if we don't plan it out, especially in my case, I have seen, since I have a home-based business, I work out from my home. So it is like if I don't take time for myself, then it never happens. So it is very, very important for us, even if it is like couple of days out from a month or from 6 months or whatever it is important to kind of plan ahead and put it in your calendar so it actually happens. Okay. Now, second time block I wanted to do is take me time for yourself every single day, or at least, or not, or end over the weekend. So that time you can utilize to basically chill out and focus on yourself, focus on what you want to accomplish, what you have done. What I do basically every day before going to bed, I basically take a 5-10 minute break, and maybe on a notepad or on my computer Excel sheet or something, I look at my activities which I had set out to do for my today and what I got to accomplish, and then I think about what I can do next day and try to prioritize those activities. And I also write down what do I need to do and who I do need to call. And I also take that time, around the 30 minutes or so, to read something positive, something constructive, which can help my mind to refresh and rejuvenate. I've heard that when you read something before going to bed, or whatever you're thinking basically before going to bed, your subconscious mind works on that, basically it chews on that. So I would rather be giving something positive than just some kind of a not so positive thing. Okay. So I want you to take your calendar and think, what is that time for you? It could be maybe you have kids, you have to get up in the morning, make their breakfast, lunch, whatever, and send them to school, and then you have to go get to work yourself, or uh, uh, you have your life like that. In that case, maybe you can take 5 time your downtime, your me time, 5 minutes in the morning itself. Now it just depends on what your schedule is like I mentioned, mine generally works great at night, but you really need to have that times which is your time, which you can basically focus on you. Okay. And then I also, what I do, I also have some time set up on Sunday, basically because next week is about to start. So I generally do like in the late afternoon, I have few minutes set out for myself where I actually focus on my week, what I need to basically, from the details like what I need to even cook for the whole week, breakfast, dinner, what are we going to have. It generally doesn't flow that exactly, but I know basically I have some idea what I have to do, so we can have groceries and all that stuff already planned out. So they say that if you don't plan to succeed, you actually have if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it's important, it's a really good idea to plan ahead of time. Okay. Now third time block which I would like you to look at is basically your result driven task, and your preparation task, and your self-awareness for distraction task. So basically what I would like you to do is make sure in amongst the all the tasks which you have to do, you put your results driven task first thing in your day. So in my case, for example, I have to, for whatever health, to get my health in a proper shape, I like to work out. And I have seen that if I can do that early in the morning, then it makes my whole day feel very productive. So I generally have that task done first thing in the morning, after obviously we have done breakfast and my husband is back to work. So, and then do preparation tasks, which is like maybe trainings I have to do, and distractions. We don't need to feel very bad about those. I used to feel bad, but all I have to do is now basically be aware that they are going to be there. I just have to work on minimizing those distraction. And I'll give you an idea. Since I work from home, it seems like all my time is mine. Right. So what I would do is, like, whenever I'm doing even my result driven task, and a family member called, maybe it could be anybody in my family, and I would have the urge to just pick up the phone and talk. And before you know it, 40 minutes gone, hour gone. And that is very distraction activity, because it took your focus away from what you were trying to do. And now if you have to get back to what you were trying to do, it's like you have to put yourself together again. So for in my case, that is one of the distraction activity which I really have to work on to minimize it. So you have to figure out what is your distraction activity and see how you can minimize it to get maximum results. Okay. Now four time block is take some time. Like I mentioned, in my case, I do Sunday evenings. You can decide whatever time works for you. Some people do Fridays. So in that time, you figure out whole your a week or maybe or a month schedule to see where if you guys are planning to take any off for vacation, or for maybe like yesterday we celebrated our festival a little bit, so I had to cook a little bit bigger. So that was kind of our little bit, it was not actually vacation, but it was kind of a bigger time block for us. So that kind of stuff you can plan out ahead of time, and then it will make you feel very less stressed, less overwhelmed, and more productive if you employ these techniques I'm sharing with you. With that, I am done. Hope you enjoyed what I shared with you. Feel free to drop it in your comments. I would love to hear what you have to say about these time hacks I've shared with you, and how you are going to enjoy or use those. Now, also what I would like you to see, that if you use these time hacks, what you will actually be doing is your competition will become irrelevant to you, and your daily calendar will not only look pretty, but it will be organized as well, and you will be able to work less and produce more. So with that, I am done, and I am going to stop sharing my screen so we can talk. Let's see. Stop share. Yes, I hope you enjoyed all these tips I shared, and feel free to drop me a comment and let me know how you are planning to use these techniques, or they were any useful for you. Okay, and see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.